is Mike Downing of Bear Pop Comics. I had to grab this microphone because it's a whole lot easier for me to do this with a microphone. So today we're going to go through dedicated collections. As I'm sorting out my books still, to get my next shipment from John the Comic Guy, because these books today are all John the Comic Guy purchases. I'm trying to set up things that collections that I'm working on. I don't know if I'm still struggling with how much I'm going to sell, but I got to sell some stuff. But some of these may not go. But at any rate, before we get into that, I have digital books that I want to show off. So I'm still enjoying Absolute Batman Volume 2. That's a very good book, and it's made me an Absolute Batman fan. In fact, they have a Absolute Batman, a new one coming out. That's not, I guess they're going to put that in Volume 3, where they show the Absolute Scarecrow. So that looks like that's really crazy. But I'm trying to keep from buying it digitally. I said that right. Because the new ones online are still $4.99. They still try to get their money. The older books are only like $2.99. Some are 99 cents or whatever. So I try not to buy too much brand new stuff online. Because, $5 here and there, I might just go get the regular book if I can find it. But, any rate, if I do buy one or two, I want to buy the whole graphic novel set when it comes out. Excuse me if I'm bending over a little bit because this table doesn't go up that high. So I'd rather just be in the camera. So, and I want you to see the books. So that was one of them that I have read. And I'm reading. And then I went back into the classics on digital. Found this for $1.99. The real book is actually $50 and up. So it's Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., probably from the late 60s, might be 66, 67. I think it's more 67. And this is number 7, Crazy Story. So Nick Fury is dealing with Hydra, and they stick him with a needle that has this psychedelic poison in it. They've used that stuff on Captain America. I can't remember what it's called. But he's like getting ready to die, but he's basically tripping, losing his mind, and they have to capture him, giving him an antidote. It was crazy. I read it, I was like, wow. But then again, that was the whole spy thing in the 60s, what was going on in the 60s, the Cold War stuff, and the basically James Bond type thing, and then they were dealing with the drug culture and everything. So but it still was cool. It had Steve Steranko art in it. And I'm not saying his name right. No, his last name is Steranko. Steranko is a very prolific artist, really good. And on the new side, I went and got online the new Punisher #1, Marvel Knights, and it's called it's in the Things to Come series. This one was crazy. I really like the art in it, and he was dealing with what's this guy? I think he was called like El Zombie or something like that. It's like a mercenary, and he's working for a big drug cartel, and so I think drugs and trafficking, sex trafficking, and Frank tangles with this cartel, and they capture him and trying to break him. That's funny because he's a tough. I enjoyed the read. I really did. I like the whole pacing, the action of the story. So I'm trying not to buy number 2 because, as I told you guys, new books, brand new books online still cost the same amount that is if you went to the store and bought them. The older they get, they drop the price down. So, but if I like it that much, I'd rather just buy the graphic novel, either digitally or, a hard copy of it. But I'm enjoying it, so that's why that is up here. And now I'm going to get into books I'm still hunting for. And some of these I may get hard copy, but I might just buy them online, and if it's something I really feel like I need to have, I could get it. So I'm going to look for Web of Spider-Man number 14. No, let me fix that. Web of Spider-Man number 4. That's my sloppy writing. Web of Spider-Man number 4. I'm also looking for Iron Man 147. I believe it has Whiplash in there. I always like Whiplash. Even when they redid him in the Iron Man 2, I like that too. And I'm looking for a classic. Now I know I'm going to get this online because to buy this as a real hard copy, real comic, it probably costs a lot of money. I'm not messing with that right now. I'm not there. But I would get Daredevil 12. I think that's the first appearance of one of my favorite Daredevil villains, the Gladiator. So, and I'm also looking for, which I probably will buy digitally because I know this one costs an arm and a leg too, Supernatural Thrillers number 5. And it has the first living mummy in there. And I had that book when I was a kid, and you know what you do when you're a kid. You do dumb things, so I got rid of the book. I didn't know no better. I probably lost it. And my last on the list is a little bit more of a modern Spider-Man. I think it came out in the 90s. It's Amazing Spider-Man 342. I might have it in one of my graphic novels of Spider-Man. I might have it in the collection, but in the meantime, I can go online and get it for, $2, and look at it digitally until I cop the real thing. So, which is cool. So now we're going to get into the other part of the segment here. So I'm trying to work on my Moon Knight. I'm trying not to sell him because I don't want to get rid of him. Not until I get all the Moon Knight stuff that I want to get. I'm trying to get this light over here on me a little bit better. Just a little bit. It's kind of wrapped up over here. Okay, so I'm starting out with this issue of Moon Knight. Let's see what it is before I take this away. So this is number 8. Got this from John the Comic Guy. This one's a reader's copy, but I want to get the rest of them to go along with it. So when I get my next hunt together, I'm going to start looking for these, and I'll probably buy them digital until John, finds the rest of them. I know Moon Knight 1 is still an arm and a leg, so I probably get that, online or whatever. But still, Moon Knight number 8. And this is Moon Knight number 2. This is a more modern version of Moon Knight, which is cool. I mean, hey, no big deal. I just like collecting them. And we have Moon Knight Saga. This is Moon Knight Saga number... maybe it's just called Moon Knight Saga. I don't know which number it is. But Moon Knight Saga. I'm just a Moon Knight fan. I like the art. Bill Sienkiewicz did the original one. And I mean, his art is cool. I don't know. A lot of people really love his art. I think it's sufficient. If I'm going to go in that style like Frank Miller more, but he did a good job on Daredevil. But that was like not Daredevil. I'm sorry, Moon Knight. Now we have Moon Knight Blood Hunt tie-in number 5. This is just my showing off my collection of Moon Knight. I need to complete this collection. That's why I don't know if I want to sell them yet, or I may hunt them down in digital copies and sell these live copies. That way I can get them all in one shot and not worry about I didn't read them yet. So that's the good part about having, a digital device that you can download books. I have Moon Knight number 193, Crazy Runs in the Family. See, and I like collecting these, but then I want the whole run, the whole story of Crazy Runs in the Family. And it makes me mad when I can't find it, and I find it like kind of periodically, but that's okay. Then we have Moon Knight 196. And it looks like he's sitting in somebody's brain. Maybe it's his brain. I'm not sure. But still, it's very catchy art. I still like the catchy covers, how artistic they can be. And I have a Moon Knight from the 90s here. This is the Mark Spector Moon Knight. I hate to show you all the price, but I got this. I copped this for $1, and I got this from one of John's comic, what did he have, a little comic convention in his garage. So I came out and picked this up, you know, and him fighting the Hobgoblin. See, and this is the kind of stuff that I want to get more of to complete the story. Because when you dabble in and then you don't know what the rest of the story's about, you know, it's like, all right, that was good. Now I gotta get the rest. So I'm glad I'm going through this list with you guys, because that's what I'm going to wind up doing. Going online, looking for these things and putting them in a cart and then purchasing them on my Kindle later. So I think I have this set complete. I'm not sure, so we're going to find out. This is Moon Knight. This is like a run with Monish, what I can't say his name, Edwards and Campbell. So I have number one of these. This is number one of, sorry, I turned the book sideways. Number one of 4. I have number 2 of 4. Decent art. It's that real gritty type of crime noir type art, which I like that too. I have number 3 of 4, so I might not have to cop these anyplace else. Yeah, I think I got the whole thing. So number 3 of 4 and number 4 of 4. So I got all the Moon Knights in this series. So that's good. That's good. Now the big dilemma is to figuring out, do I want to sell that series and get the series online to keep, or just keep it? I don't know yet. All right, so we have Moon Knight number 12. It's so many volumes to start it up. This is the one when he had his white suit. Some people didn't like the white suit. I thought both of his personalities, because you know he has split personalities. I thought both of them was cool. I ain't got no problem with either one. I like Moon Knight. And we have from the 90s another Mark Spector Moon Knight. So this is the series I got to complete, the Mark Spector Moon Knights. And this one that we have here is number 54. But then I jump over to number 3, Fist of Khonshu. So I'm be going through that. I'll probably be looking for the complete story and just get it for $2 online, you know, until I actually find all the series. And some of these, like once I get the major collection, some of these I'll eventually let go, you know, once I get a set. With me selling online again, I try to get a complete set. Complete sets work so much better than, like, you know, sporadic copies and everything, you know. But I don't want to let them go yet because I haven't got them yet. Here's another Mark Spector Moon Knight, and this is number 14. So number 14 is has Bushman on the front. That was one of his really psychotic villains. Guy's kind of scary, you know. And I have a classic Moon Knight. This was a reader's copy, but I like the condition of it. So this was number 16 from 1981. Now this is Bill Sienkiewicz. I'm trying to say his name correctly. And he was the first, artist on Moon Knight. So, you know, his art was very simplistic. When I first started reading Moon Knight, I thought his art was okay, but I wanted somebody on there more like, I was like a Ross Andrew fan back then. So I wanted Ross Andrew on just about everything, but you know, he did his thing, you know. So that's what I have for that Moon Knight right there. I got a few more. My Moon Knight collection is pretty big. So I have Moon Knight 192. Oh, there's more crazy runs in the family. So maybe I did have more of it, didn't realize it. So that's 192. But I can see the set isn't complete, because I got on the back 189. So I got to complete the crazy runs in the family set to understand what's going on. So yeah, this is, you know, what I got up so far with the Moon Knights. So of that crazy in the family storyline. So we're still on Moon Knight. We have Moon Knight 194. I don't know what year this came. It's recent. And we have Moon Knight 195. So that completes the number of issues that I have of Moon Knight. So I'm going to be looking to get more completed of these sets. So that's my Moon Knight. So now we're going to get to my next collection. So we have another collection I'm trying to complete. Anything with Generation X. So, because my man Chris Pacello has drawn a lot of their stuff, which is his art right here. So I have Generation Next when they went through the Age of Apocalypse. I believe this could be, what am I showing you? Am I showing you one? Yes, I have number 1. So I have number 1 of this, and then it jumps all the way to number 4, you know. So I want to get the complete set of that. Then I have a, wait a minute, I'm not doing too bad. See, this shows you I gotta get my books in order. I have a number 2. Oh, well, let me take that back. Thank you, John. I got a complete set. This is 2. See, this is why I just be grabbing the video, doing the videos, and not showing you. I mean, not organizing what I have. Is number 2 here, and number 3 here. I don't know if it's a number 5 or 6. I guess I gotta look that up. But at least these run more into concession more than what the other ones were. So I got those. Let's straighten this out. Then I jump way. Let me make some room for a second, because I'm going to need some room to show you these, because I'm not going to try to put them all on that rack. It's just too small. Let me move some of my music stuff out of the way. You know, music production. One day I'll show y'all the studio. Thanks, John, for enjoying the music videos I've been putting up with my productions. Okay, so I jump all the way to an X-Men Deluxe issue of Generation X, and this is number 5. And I'll also have number 6 on the back. Beautiful cover, number 6. So I want to dive into these because I always like the art, but I never really stayed with the storyline. And I would, you know, I don't think these guys got enough push either, because they jumped really hard on pushing X-Force in the 90s, you know. It was X Factor, which I got to work on that collection, and X-Force. So we have also an X-Men Deluxe number 8. Leave this Pacello in here too. He did a lot of work with, did I say X-Force number 8? Generation X number 8. Sorry guys. Got him in my brain now since I said it. So that breaks up that story, I mean that number, because I jumped way over to number 19. Right during the Onslaught saga. Then I jump from 19 and I go all the way to number 25. You know, so honestly, I gotta collect the set, because when I do sell them, I want to sell them in sets, but I want to have the complete run of it in some type of reading form, whether it's a hard copy graphic novel or I bought the graphic novel digitally. I want to be able to read the whole thing, you know, and just, you know, follow the story. So now I have great Pacello cover, and almost looks like a science fiction magazine. Reminds me of back in the day when they used to have like heavy metal magazine, you know, which they brought back out. But this is number 27. 27. So it's Generation X number 27. As you see, as my numbers go, they jump up and down. They don't stay. You know, I got, oh wow, I'm almost jumping for joy. I got number 28. Wow, got 2 running together. Wow, that's big for me. You know, because when I go to the comic store, it kind of gets, or I go to John's, it's like a candy shop, and I'm supposed to come in with a list, but I don't come in with a list. Even when we do a list, we do put it in my box. But sometimes I get there and John will trick me and put new stuff. Hey, Mike, you see this? I put this in your box, and I forget about what I was going to buy. And then my box just gets bigger and bigger. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. John looks out for me. I have X Generation X number 30. You see, it's jumping all around all over again. You know, so I'm trying to get a nice complete run. That's my accomplishment in comics. Like, I try to get a complete run, then I'll get the graphic novel, then I'll sell the complete run online or during a yard sale or something like that, you know. And it just holds better with customers. And the last one I have, and that's just something outside in the garage that I didn't look for yet, number 43. So this is currently what I have in my Generation X. So what I'm trying to do is complete my Moon Knight runs and my Generation X. I'm trying to complete all of those because eventually I've already started my online store back online again, and I might go back with the Bear Pop Comics. I had to switch the name for a while because I'd shut the store down. Just charges, you know. Now things getting a little better. But when I start doing that full force, I want to get into just selling the whole sets online. So there you all have it, folks. This is a short video today. Just showing you now what I'm working on, what I'm trying to accomplish with these collections I'm buying. I'm trying to get serious, be a serious collector, and put some things together so I can start being a businessman as well as a collector and start selling sets so people can enjoy comics in their full form and not, you know, jump sporadically like I did when I was a kid. So Mike Downing of Bear Pop Comics, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay warm, it's getting warmer, and buy some good comics today.
KIC-BACK music.com